My name's Wayne Jack from Action Flight Aviation LLC. We're a Ras Al Khaimah, fully integrated aviation tourism business. We've been here for the last 12 months approximately. This is the second time we've attended the Arab Aviation Summit. We're happy to be here. It works well for us to be here and showcase our operation as a locally based operator to the rest of the community in the Middle East in particular. So our operation is a combination of training and tourism activities. We're the very first hot air balloon operator in Ras Al Khaimah, and we're the very first high-performance aerobatic flight experience operator in the UAE. So this is the first time there's ever been some high-performance aerobatic airplanes like that one, built in Germany. That's our Extra 330s, based here for a combination of duties. Those airplanes will be taking passengers for exciting rides along the lines of Red Bull Air Race style experiences. They will also be doing display flights, like an air show display type activities, and they will also be engaged in some training activities, specialized training. It's called UPRT, stands for Upset Prevention and Recovery Training. That is basically a training which is similar to a person driving a car doing a defensive driving course. This is like a defensive driving course for pilots. It's mainly designed for commercial pilots, professional pilots, and it's to basically give them some skills to handle unusual situations in aircraft and keep everyone safe, go back and land safely after something unusual going on. So that's the main two activities, the hot air balloons and the aerobatic airplanes to start with. Later in the year we will be commencing a tandem skydiving operation, which will be the first one for Ras Al Khaimah as well. So that's Action Flight Aviation LLC in a nutshell. I'd like to describe our hot air balloon experience with you. The hot air balloon experience in Ras Al Khaimah is a little different to the rest of the Emirates in that we operate in an area with quite different terrain. So geographically, we're in the northern Emirates in Ras Al Khaimah. What you see when you take a hot air balloon ride with Action Flight is you get a view of the mountains right at the time when the sun is rising. We do sunrise flights. Flight duration is approximately 1 hour, and during that 1 hour flight you can experience a combination of low-level dune hugging flight where you'll see wildlife, and you'll get to check out the quite dramatic large red sand dunes of the Ras Al Khaimah topography, and also from altitude. Once the balloon pilot climbs up to somewhere around 3,000 to 4,000 feet, you can actually get a view of the coastline as well, and the ocean around the Marjan Island area, etc. So a few points of difference compared to the Dubai operations. We then also take the clients for a beautiful gourmet breakfast. And for those that want it, it's a bubbly breakfast, which follows a tradition in hot air ballooning from the 17th century actually. So the second offering that we're offering is the high performance aerobatic flight. So that's a passenger experience where we take off from the Ras Al Khaimah International Airport. So following a briefing by the pilot explaining what the customer will experience during the flight, and then we suit the customers up, helmet, flight suit, onboard the aircraft, take off out of Ras Al Khaimah International and climb up to somewhere around 5,000 to 6,000 feet out over the coastline around the Al Hamra region, and we put the customers through a cocktail of maneuvers, a little bit like what they would see at an air show or a display. These airplanes are amazing. They're built in Germany, and they're specifically built for competition aerobatic flight and training. So they're a pilot plus passenger, one passenger aircraft, very fast, very powerful, smoke system. We have cameras on board the aircraft in 3 different views, one on the wingtip, one from the tail looking forward, and one in the cockpit catching the face of the passenger and the pilot. That recording is then offered to the customer to take away afterwards as a memento of the amazing flight. So during the flight you'll experience G-forces of up to maybe +4, -2 G. The aircraft is actually capable of plus and minus 10 G, which is much more than most people would comfortably handle. So very exciting ride. First time in the UAE for the aerobatic flight experience.